Bakkt. Bakkt. Bakkt is back again. Oh, yeah. Good news and bad news for Bakkt in the news today. We're going to be covering off both of those big stories. Let's start off with the bad news first. Pulling off a band aid, guys. Get it done, and then we can get on to the more exciting stuff. And actually, the bad news isn't even all that bad. The rumors that the Bakkt physically delivered Bitcoin futures were going to be delayed have indeed been proven true. Bakkt has come out confirming that yes, indeed, they will not be making their January 24th deadline that they had originally hoped after their original delay to move those Bitcoin futures back. The CFTC is making it not super easy for them, delaying the process a little bit. Anyone who's ever had to do anything with a major government agency like the CFTC, I think fully understands why and how these things get delayed. But it is just a delay. The guys at Bakkt have said that Q1 2019, there is going to be an update on when the new date is going to be. I mean, hey, Bitcoin physically settled futures, those are exciting. Again, we don't need Wall Street, but this is one thing that Bakkt is offering. Bakkt, of course, has a whole host of other things that they will be offering. This is just one of their initial offerings. Bakkt, I think in the coming years, is going to be one of the biggest cryptocurrency players because of who they are and what they are planning on offering. Now, on to the good news. The bad news wasn't so bad. The good news is really exciting because it just shows how serious of a project Bakkt actually is. They have just closed a funding round, $182 million. Serious amounts of money. Now, a lot of very big investors here too. We have Pantera Capital, we have Galaxy Digital, we have Microsoft's venture capital arm, and a whole host of others who have put their money on the table, backing Bakkt, believing that they are going to be probably one of the biggest players in the crypto game. Everybody sees the opportunity and they're backing it, putting their money where their mouths are. That is very, very substantial when it comes to the investment in crypto infrastructure. Because not only, of course, is the Intercontinental Exchange backing Bakkt, but to have all these other big venture capital firms and people like Microsoft's venture capital arm coming in and saying, yeah, we like that, that looks good, we're going to put millions into it. This says a lot. Now, Kelly Loeffler has come out with a few different statements. I want to read those here for you. She said, our work today is centered on driving institutional access for digital assets along with merchant and consumer uses. And we're already expanding on this vision, collaborating with great companies like Starbucks in these efforts. And I think that's an important thing to remember about Bakkt. I know we spend a lot of time when we talk about Bakkt talking about their Bitcoin futures, because that's one of the first products that they're bringing to market. But this is just one of the many things that they plan on doing. Bitcoin futures, cool. Big institutional investors, hedge funds, all those guys are going to play around with that. But the fact that they also have a whole focus on bringing in merchants and consumers, that is really, really, really important, because this is the one thing that we all know Bitcoin needs. More merchant adoption and more retail user adoption, even to the point where people don't even realize they're using blockchain. They just know it costs less than before. The merchants realize they get paid quicker than before. All of this stuff is really, really important. Crypto, in terms of what it has to offer merchants, is very attractive. No chargebacks, quicker settlements, all that kind of stuff. So to see this being one of Bakkt's objectives, you understand why people are putting so much money into this. It's so much more than the Bitcoin futures. And that's, again, we talk about it a lot, but it's just the tip of the iceberg of what Bakkt is doing. Now, Loeffler goes on to say 2018 was the most active year for crypto in its brief 10-year history. This was evidenced by rising investment in distributed ledger technology, $182 million, and digital assets, as well as by blockchain network metrics such as daily transaction value and active addresses. Yet these milestones tend to be overshadowed by the more narrow focus on Bitcoin's price, which has been seen by some as a proxy for the potential of the technology. super smart lady. She sees the big picture. Sure, the price of Bitcoin is down, but look at what's being built. I know they're one of the ones who are building a very significant piece of that infrastructure, but they're not the only ones. Look across the crypto scene. Look what Binance has been doing. Look at what Gemini has been doing. Look what Coinbase has been doing. The infrastructure being built right now is massive. Seriously exciting times for the crypto industry. Anyone who thinks that the industry's dead or Bitcoin's going to zero is seriously misinformed about the potential of the industry and of the assets representing that industry. It's going to be big, guys. Just a question of when it's going to happen. It's going to take a few years before we start seeing real hardcore adoption of crypto assets. And yes, price is going to follow that. When we have billions of people using Bitcoin daily, just imagine what that's going to do to the price. Anyway, just my 2 Satoshis on Bakkt's big announcements. I would love to know your thoughts on it down below in the comment section. Leave a thumbs up on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. There's a notification bell down below which you can click on to know when I put out a new video. You guys are supremely awesome. Welcome to 2019. I hope you guys have an amazing year, and thank you so much for being here on the crypto journey with me. Long live the blockchain, and peace out till next time.